right?
It does give you way too much magic damage.
Well, yeah, that is, yeah, but you don't pick him for the damage, right? You like merely pick him to have like a beefy engager. I think the Gnar here is a bit more of a liability. The Gangplank is still open. Now, Gangplank doesn't fit very well into Gen G's comp, because the problem with Gangplank is that while he does have early game priority, he doesn't work super well together with Nidalee, right? Like, then you have a composition that, outside of Rascal being very strong in the early game, is not that great, because Rascal and, Clid and BDD together will be somewhat reliant on like actually hitting a scatter, and then you can stack magic resist. Instead, it will be Lahens on the Gragas here. That's really interesting.
Or it's support Gnar. Hell yeah.
If anyone would do it, it would probably be Lahens.
Yeah, that's probably true, actually. I shouldn't put it past him. As Life, thinking about grabbing the Camille for Rascal, actually.
That's to a good Zoe player, right?
Yeah, right.
You can always recognize those.
Well, not anymore. The Redemption a little bit harder to gather at the moment, as now Lahens taking a lot of damage. Life just sticking to him. There's the flash out, and First Blood goes to Ruler. We mentioned the fact that it doesn't matter which support this guy has on the Aphelios because he's just so damn good. Now they're looking for the second one, as he gets the snare as well. The Caliber
is just a camp, right? So in the grand scheme of things, it doesn't mean as much. And I'm pretty sure that Ruler and Life can now just freeze the lane here, clear his bot side, and that means that we're going to see a huge chest lead fly.
Yeah. Oh, gets the last auto, and BDD solo killing in the mid lane. Yeah, this is Angry Gen G is not just on the bottom side. It has now infected the mid lane, and Clid looking to try and take that towards in. 3 versus 4, and in goes Life. Solar Flare goes completely wide. 3-man Shockwave from Fly, though, as Clid has to get out. Rascal goes back in, though, and he's just dead. Oh, no, he's not exactly having the greatest day, as that's a brilliant cast out of Lahens. And a Freaker take control once again.
And that's a big objective. These early Heralds can give you so much of a gold lead and so much early tempo. And Gen G, yet again, I called the contest greedy there, but they're not on the same page, right? Like, Rascal goes in for the re-engage there. I think maybe you thought...
Meal not going to have nearly that level of power as Shelly gets a second charge. She is certainly working overtime today. A lot of value out of that piece of shellfish. As in goes, Rascal doesn't quite find the hook shot, and he's going down extraordinarily low. Dread tries to slap him as he does walk away. Shockwave comes in, easy dissonance for the kill. Meanwhile, on the bottom side of the map, Ruler is continuing to just be an absolute beast, as Bang's going to have to flash to get out of the way of that spear that could have just spelt his death. Clid didn't have flash, though. Maybe wouldn't have been able to get into that.
It's like, well, what is this roster doing? What are these players? They're all washed up. And it's so easy to forget how high level this really is, as Rascal finds Keen.
Yeah, in a rough position, as that is going to be, oh, okay, very almost getting himself out, but that is going to be the kill confirmed. BDD didn't need to teleport, as he didn't even manage to get an assist, but that's okay. Better guarantee it, you know?
Listen here, buddy Keen, I am giving you credit even when you make mistakes. That's not an excuse to immediately stop making mistakes. Oh, Ruler!
Yeah, Dread is going to find him here as the barrel comes down. Ruler's trying to get the damage back, but Dread just tanky enough. And we'll be able to lock down the Aphelios. Didn't
It's interesting because Gen G to me are still playing like they are very much ahead.
Whoa, that's a big flash forward as the stun comes down. Dread's going to easily be able to pick that one up as Keen gets into position just a little bit too late. And Life with the defensive Solar Flare stops the Gnar from coming over. Rascal continues pushing there on the top side of the map.
I wonder what that means for the Dragon Gen.
Purchase for himself. His Leandri's already complete as Keen looks for Rascal and finds him here towards the bottom side. The chain CC is really nice as he cops about 3 houses to the back of the head. Another one will spell the end, and he doesn't even need it. Just slaps him in the face, and another solo kill for Keen, this time in game 2.
But this is with the counter pick for Rascal. Rascal was the one that this time got the R5 counter pick. He got the Camille. This is the matchup that he opted into. And this doesn't feel like a game number 1 where it was Keen just kind of like stomping on him from beginning to end. But it's also not a game like game number 1 where Dread...
Right now.
Keen gets the... you know, we talked about Gnar a lot, especially in the beginning of the split when his prior was a lot higher.
Yep.
He's actually... He deserves the Gnar card that like Khan and King have, right? We're like, okay, you can pick Gnar.
Yeah, this is
We're
allowed.
okay with it.
Yep.
Like this is what you need to do, and now you've earned it. And now you can just pick it whenever, and we will give you the benefit of the doubt.
He actually makes like Megan.
Rascal go in, and Life is fairly tanky, but Rascal really is not. Also has gone for like a very strong side laning build.
Speaking of which,
It's okay. A hookshot is a great basic ability.
I wanted the killer instinct, but then BDD and Ruler were in the mid lane, and that would have been instant death there for Bang. And Shockwave is going to pull back Cleared, who just can't get into the enemy jungle at all. He has to use his Zhonya's, and that is going to mean that they grab the kill onto Lehends. In the end, it actually worked out very well for Cleared. However, we did see how dangerous it is to venture beyond the river.
And I was about to say, I think Gen G's compass problem is that, like, in a straight-up 5v5 where they're not in a good position, they can't land a couple of spears or some Syndra poke as Ruler!
In goes the bear slap, and Ruler is absolutely dead. This is the setup. The slap into killer instinct.
Flash?
Yeah. He's a sitting duck, or a sitting Aphelios, I guess. The duck is actually Dread.
This is a key moment. They're losing their inhibitor, Atlas.
They are indeed. However, there's definitely not Udyr into the game, okay?
How can you
not be laughing? That's obviously, this is what they're going to get. They're very difficult to play if you're extraordinarily even like this, right? Because you're the one that has the onus on you to take control of all of the side lanes, make sure that all the ducks are in a row. As, yep, that is a very dead Keen. That's the pick that you were talking about. And I was focusing on these chickens being taken down and just pop goes the Gnar. And this is a big opportunity now for Gen G.
This is the one thing
no! Lehends also going to be taken down. Fly, he was thinking about using that shockwave, but unfortunately, no one was there to follow up, and it wouldn't have done anything at all. And now Gen G are just going to be able to pick up a Baron for themselves. And as I was talking about the fact that this comp is more difficult to run, they find exactly that pick that you were talking about. And it's about all she wrote on this Baron. Gen G even able to move over and challenge for this blue buff as well, as Fly not able to grab anything. Shockwave just out of frustration more than anything else. As Bang, he's taken a blue buff on the bottom side. As Gen G looking to go for it. Rascal with a great flanking angle right now as Afreeca do lock down that Cloud Drake. Life flashing on top of Keen. They understand where the power is for Afreeca, but Keen gets the Mega Gnar at exactly the right time. Life going down low. There's Rascal into the backline. The Gnar doesn't quite do enough as he manages to pick up the kill, but Bang's already dead in this one. Cleared going to be limping out of there as Lehends trying to tidy up and Fly. Oh my god, the damage from Rascal now as Gen G look to be fully charged up, and they do close in on Afreeca and take them down.
That might very well be the end of the game here. Dread trying to clear the wave as much as he can, but a new wave is coming in. Teleport from Rascal just to gain priority here. And we've reached that point of late game inevitability that specifically the Camille has, but it's really just how well Gen G play out that fight. Rascal with the flank there finds Bang immediately, and something that we haven't talked about there is that Afreeca doesn't actually have that much damage in that comp at this point in time, right? Like, it's Orianna and Kai'Sa mostly, and if Kai'Sa gets blown up without being able to do anything with the flash still up...
Oh, we're slapping everyone! As the Nexus is going to be taken down. He goes golden for a little bit here as Bang dives on forward. Rule is going to be executed, but so is the Nexus, and that is the main thing. Gen G walk away with a victory in game number 2 and push the series to a third.
And I don't think they're super happy with how the game went, right? Like,
well, they're not happy with how the series is going. That's absolutely true.
You
need to get a vote in, man.
Like, I know, but it's hard.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
tank mid laners, as we are going to have a look at the post-match breakdown. Let's see whether that helps us figure out who is deserving of the POG. And look, I know who you voted for, and I'd be pretty confident.